Bill Snoffer here, and Nielsen is ready to kick off your new year with tremendous savings. It's the New Year's kickoff event at Nielsen. We're passing on amazing New Year discounts up to 10 grand on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Like a new 2018 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month, with special deals on all 2017 leftover vehicles. You'll also get $1,500 over book value for your trade and the credit help that you need and deserve. Save today the Nielsen way, and Happy New Year!
Start something new event.
Welcome to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary, as we come to you from the beautiful penthouse here at Nielsen Auto, right off Route 10 and lovely East Hanover. And tonight is our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Fall Awards Banquet, as we honor the best from Morris County. And it's one of our favorite nights, as we do it for fall, winter, and spring, as we bring the best Morris County has to offer right here into the beautiful penthouse here as we hand out our awards. Well, we started off tonight's show with the owner of Mugs Media, Tyler Atkins, as he addressed the audience.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our fall 2017 Morris County Sports Awards. Before we start, I want to thank Nielsen, Eric Nielsen, and the Nielsen dealerships, along with Bill Snoffer, their general manager, for believing in what we do. And what we do is cover you guys, cover your sports in Morris County. We've been doing it up in Sussex County for close to 25 years, and we're in our 5th year here down in Morris County. And I tell you, Morris County sports is unbelievable. Also want to thank the parents for raising such good kids. The kids are always great to talk to after a game, very well spoken. Want to thank the coaches for their hard work that they put in for the season, and the administrators for letting us come and cover your games, so we can get you guys get your guys' games on video.
Then it was time to give out the awards. We started off with football. Traditionally, Morris County, great in football. Delbarton's always good. Roxbury's good. Randolph's always good. Madison is always good. But this year, we had a team that kind of flew under the radar except for their locker room. They were 1-9 last year, competitive in their games, but 1-9. They had a new head coach who had a great resume, who had coached previously at Wayne Valley and was an OC, offensive coordinator at Hanover Park. And you can see, and I got to see them play a couple times last year, you can see the foundation being laid. Well, they went out this year, started the season with a big win over a very good Morris Knowles team, a big win over Mendham, and then they went up to High Point, and High Point was coming off a state tournament appearance last year where they knocked off a top seed. They had a very good team, High Point, and this team went up there and hung 60 points on them, and they were not running up the score. It was just the natural flow of the game. They got their first loss of the season to West Morris, a tough team. Kevin Henley does a great job with that program, but this group was determined, and they came back and beat West Morris in the state tournament. They get a trip to go to MetLife. They ran into an outstanding Old Japan team, gave them all they wanted, but came up a little short. But just a great season, great quarterback, Liam Anderson, Anthony DeJoseph with over 1,000 yards, Lance Johnson, Rob Bakovic, Evan Kelson, just the names go on. Great offense, great defense. It was the offense that really caught a lot of people's attention, but they found different ways to win. And it's just great to see a community rally around this team. They have a beautiful new stadium. If you haven't gone down to check it out, holy cow, state finals could be held there. That's how nice it is. But from 1-9 to 10-2 to a berth in the state finals in North 1 Group 4, our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Football Team of the Year, the Mount Olive Marauders.
It was a tremendous year. We had a lot of high expectations, high hopes, but the team really bought into each other, and just things really fell together. And we had some great leadership in the seniors and the underclassmen as well, and they just kind of bought into the whole team concept, and we really gelled as a team.
It was awesome. All the hard work that we put in the preseason, to see it play off the way it did, and have our 10-2 record. I mean, it was awesome. It was honestly so much fun. Our
next award is the Player of the Year. Morris County had some great players this year, and this guy was the cream of the crop. You look over at Parsippany Hills, you have Nick Verducci, a 4-year starter, won a state title. Over at Pequannock, you had Dave Chichera, a terrific quarterback. But this young man just came out this year and just was lights out. For the season, passing-wise, 147 for 243 for 1,974 yards, 20 TDs, only 5 picks. And then when he ran the ball, 148 times for 174 yards, 16 TDs, a total of 102 points, a combined almost 3,500 yards. And he also played defense as well. He was one of the top defensive backs. He had 51 tackles on the year, 4 interceptions. In that High Point win, one of the best performances I've seen in a long time. He had 16 carries for 271 yards, passing 16 of 21 for 271 yards. He rushed the ball 12 times for 145 yards and 3 touchdowns. An amazing, amazing performance, and he just had a great year, and big reason why the turnaround at Mount Olive, and it's their quarterback and starting defensive back, and our Muggs Media Nielsen Dodge Football Player of the Year from Mount Olive, Liam Anderson.
From a quarterback's perspective, I mean, it's awesome. I mean, he likes to run the ball with me. He likes to throw the ball. I mean, I get to throw it to every receiver. I mean, our running back ran for over 1,000 yards as well. So, we're just really well balanced, and, our coaches are great on the offensive side, and we trust them, and they trust us. And, when that comes together, it's just a great combination.
He really developed. Last year was kind of a learning curve for him, learning a whole new offense and defense, and, learning of the coaches and everything. So last year was a great growing and learning experience for him. But this year, going into the season, he's still always learning, but he knew what to expect. He knew what we were doing. So when we talked about certain things in plays, he knew already. So that helped him tremendously. But he really developed as a quarterback. And everyone knows he's an athlete, but he really developed as a quarterback who is an athlete and can do it all with his arms and his legs.
Our Coach of the Year, we just heard from him before. He was an outstanding player at Hanover Park. He played at Boston College, was an offensive lineman there. He started his coaching career at Wayne Valley as a head coach and led the Indians to many successful seasons. Then he went back to his alma mater and coached for Jerry Moore. And the 2 years he was there as the offensive coordinator, Hanover Park almost put up video game-like numbers with his offense. He brought that mindset to Mount Olive. And as he said before to me, he felt Mount Olive was a sleeping giant. It's a big Group 4 school. They're good in every sport. Why not football? We were joking with him beforehand when last time Mount Olive got to a state final, they won in 2002. It was a long time ago. It was a cold night at Mount Olive, and it's been a long time for success for the Marauders in football. And this gentleman is brought in, and he's got everyone bought into the program. He lives in town. He's not going anywhere. He loves being in that town. And we were talking before, he's got some good kids coming up on the youth level. So for turning Mount Olive from a 1 win into 10 wins, a great jump right there. Our Muggs Media Nielsen Dodge Football Coach of the Year from Mount Olive, Brian O'Connor.
Last year, 1 win, but if you look at all those games and you look back, you'll see that almost all those games, except for maybe 1 or 2, we were in or had a chance to win late in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter. But, something we always said, they didn't know how to win yet. And we kind of had to build that into them and, kind of understand all the things we did in the offseason, how they're going to pay off. And, the players start to see that, how close we really were and how many players we had coming back. So they just kind of bought in, and it was, we knew going in we had some high expectations. And as far as me living in town, it was a great opportunity for me to come to my hometown and try to build a program, and something I was very proud of. And I always said when I got interviewed, I felt like it was a sleeping giant. We're a large school, we're diverse, we have great athletes, and we're successful in everything else. So why not football?
We'll have more here on the Morris County Sports Beat as we hand out more awards for the great fall season right after these messages here on MuggsMedia.com.
Bill Snoffer here, and Nielsen is ready to kick off your new year with tremendous savings. It's the New Year's kickoff event at Nielsen. We're passing on amazing New Year discounts up to 10 grand on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Like a new 2018 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month, with special deals on all 2017 leftover vehicles. You'll also get $1,500 over book value for your trade and the credit help you need and deserve. Save today the Nielsen way, and Happy New Year!
Start something new event.
Home and Hearth Developers is located in Paramus, New Jersey, and has been serving Sussex, Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties for over 25 years. Home and Hearth can help you from concept to completion and specializes in additions, decks, roofing, and siding. Family owned and operated, we never use subcontractors and are fully licensed and insured. Please like us on Facebook and let Home and Hearth Developers manage your next home project.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. Use
can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary, as we come to you from the penthouse here at Nielsen Auto on Route 10 in East Hanover. It's our Fall Awards Banquet Show, one of our favorite nights of the year, as we said. Next up, we gave out the Boys Soccer Awards. I say it every year, this team is the gold standard when it comes to boys soccer, and that says a lot considering the depth of talent in Morris County. As Tyler mentioned before, when you have 4 teams in state finals out of a possible 6, 3 state champs, amazing. And this team rose to the top of that group. Last year was a disappointing year for them, where they didn't win the Morris County Championship and they didn't win a state title. They came back with renewed vigor this year to accomplish both of those goals. They were able to do that. That county final game against Mendham was one for the ages. The goal Will Stroud scored, if you didn't see it on YouTube, it's a laser. It's an amazing goal as they went on to win that title. Then they beat a very good Seton Hall prep team and got to the state finals eventually, and they took care of CBA. 21-0-1, 8-0 in the United Division, one of the best conferences in the state of New Jersey when you got Morristown, Montville, Mendham, who won a state title. Russ Raffay did a great job winning his second state title, all in that division. And they could do it with offense, but it basically was their defense. Their defenders were amazing, and they have a bunch of kids going to Colgate, going to continue to play on the Division I level. But kids like Will Stroud, John Gerard, Mark Forbes, Chris Noriega, Kian Alberto, tremendous player. And then you get the McSorleys, who did a great job in the state tournament, and Ethan Fabricant, and in goal, Kyle Swith was just tremendous. Fortunately, their head coach couldn't make it tonight. It's his kid's birthday. But once again, our Muggs Media Nielsen Dodge Boys Soccer Team of the Year, the Del Barton Green Wave.
Boys came into this year inspired to avenge the 2 disappointing finishes we had the year before. County final loss on penalty kicks and a sectional final loss on penalty kicks. It was do everything as possible to get over the hump, and from day one they were focused, goal committed, and they got there in the end. Our
next award is Player of the Year. And boy, talk about trying to select one player from Morris County. That was a tough task. I mentioned some of the kids from Del Barton. The kids from Dover, all the Sebastians that all played well for Dover this year. You had kids from there. Cadena from Morris Catholic was tremendous. But this young man, just a junior, stood out from the rest. His numbers are so impressive. 41 goals, 23 assists, second in the state in scoring. He helped his team win a division title. He had 7 hat tricks on the year, and he had 4 goals against Parsippany Hills, 4 goals against Pope John. But what the thing was, everyone knew that he was their top scorer and they would mark him. He found a way either to score or find the open teammate. He was unselfish, terrific finisher, but he knew when to get rid of the ball, and he had teammates around him that could finish as well. Just a great year for him, and as we said, with all the talent in the county, this young man really stood up above the rest, and just a junior. So our Muggs Media Nielsen Dodge Boys Soccer Player of the Year from Morris Knolls, Tommy Scalici.
Well, I consider myself a playmaker rather than just a scorer because I can trust my teammates, and it helps us because even if people man mark me, the team is also can score goals, so it's a team effort.
Our next award in boys soccer is Coach of the Year, and boy, you can just pick so many coaches out of Morris County. Coach here from Morris Knolls, Duncan over at Morris Catholic. Just some great coaching going on this year, and coach is doing some tremendous things. You could give it to David Donovan every year if you wanted from Del Barton for what he does with that program. The coach, just so many good coaches. Russ Raffay at Mendham. But this coach, he came into the program 4 years ago. He brought a plan with him, and he started playing a lot of young kids when he had the opportunity. He saw the talent, and they just had to develop that talent. And it was the process is what the kids believed in and what he put out there. Every year they got better and better. This year, 21-3-1. Their losses were to Morris Catholic, who won a state title. They lost to Del Barton, who won a state title, and they lost to Homedale, unfortunately, in the Group 2 final, and one tie. They won their division. Just a great run. Some kids on this team, 9 seniors that were a huge part of this program. Kids like Ronald Mendez, Sebastian Cortez, Kenneth Pinedo, Steven Zulaga, hopefully I said that correctly, who, if you didn't see, we talked about Will Stroud's goal, his goal against Garfield in the state tournament. Go on YouTube, check that bad boy out, in overtime from about 35 yards out. Bang, top shelf, great shot. But he was a big part of this team. And just how Sebastian Roman, Isaiah Flores, and his son David playing in goal. They just put it all together this year. And it was just a lot of fun to watch because I saw them play last year and I said, these guys are going to be good next year. Will they be able to take that next step? And they did. Beating Garfield, then they were able to beat Harrison, a tremendous program who has the most state titles in state history. Then they beat a very good Newton team who was big and physical, was able to beat them to get to the state final. So just a great year, a record-setting year. So our boys soccer coach of the year for Nielsen Dodge and Muggs Media, Jeff Hoyt from Dover.
It was a great season for the boys. We started out early on, set goals for ourselves. Wanted to win a conference championship. Our goal was to win a county championship and then win a state championship. And we won the conference, made it to the semifinals of the county tournament, and made it all the way to the state final game and won a sectional championship along the way. So really just an outstanding job by all the boys throughout the season.
Wow, what a year for boys soccer. You could have 6 state champs in New Jersey, 3 from Morris County. Great job, boys. All right, when we come back, we'll have more awards right after this here on MuggsMedia.com.
Bill Snoffer here, and Nielsen is ready to kick off your new year with tremendous savings. It's the New Year's kickoff event at Nielsen. We're passing on amazing New Year discounts up to $10,000 on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Like a new 2018 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month, with special deals on all 2017 leftover vehicles. You'll also get $1,500 over book value for your trade and the credit help that you need and deserve. Save today the Nielsen way, and Happy New Year!
Start something new event.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use pop money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Home and Hearth Developers is located in Paramus, New Jersey, and has been serving Sussex, Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties for over 25 years. Home and Hearth can help you from concept to completion and specializes in additions, decks, roofing, and siding. Family owned and operated, we never use subcontractors and are fully licensed and insured. Please like us on Facebook and let Home and Hearth Developers manage your next home project.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. I'm your host, Dan Cleary, as we come to you from the penthouse here at Nielsen Auto. It's a great place. We have our awards banquet where we gave out the football awards, the boys soccer. Next up, the girls soccer awards. I know I sound like I'm beating a dead horse or a broken record, but just talk about the talent in Morris County when it comes to soccer. We saw what the boys did with 3 champs, state champs. The girls side, just as impressive when you have brand name programs like Roxbury, what Justin Rennan does with that program. Here's a team that won a division but got nothing else because the talent all around was just so high. Randolph's always good. Kenny Rossi over at West Morris does a great job. Mountain Lakes won a section title for the first time this year. So the talent was there. Mendham made the county finals. The talent was there, but this team was able to be the tops in Morris County. They went 21-3-1. They were able to beat Roxbury, who only had 2 losses all year, gave them one of their losses, and really did a nice job as they continued to build through the season. They were able to get the top seed for the county tournament, got to the final, was able to knock off Mendham. Their goalie, Madison Smoji, was awesome in the final. She got the MVP of the tournament. But some terrific players. There was a group of 6 seniors that were captains on this team that were part of a team that took its lumps. Last year they went 8-12-1, and this is a proud program. We'll talk about their coach in a second. They've had success in the past, but it's been a while, and they're getting back to where they were. The county championship was their first since '88. They got the section title. When you go out and beat Ridgewood in girls soccer, you're doing something, folks. Jeff Yearing up there, he's got almost close to 1,000 wins. He's an amazing coach. So when you beat a team like that to get a championship, and then they came up short in the Group 4 semifinals, but just the teams that they beat and just how well they played as a team. And the neat thing is the 6 seniors were part of the foundation, but newer players came in, like sophomore Madison Palmer was a leading scorer, then Madison Perner, who came in as a transfer and come in as a junior. But those 6 seniors took everyone under the wing and put team first and winning first, and that's resulted in a county championship and a section title. So our Nielsen Dodge Muggs Media Girls Soccer Team of the Year, the Morris Knolls Golden Eagles.
It was pretty amazing. I think, in order to have such a successful season, a lot of things have to fall into place. We were truly blessed this year. Our seniors, the leadership that we had from our seniors was amazing. And then also having the addition of Madison Perna come in, really solidified us as a team. And it was pretty special.
It's just amazing because I am a transfer student. I came from Mars Hills, and coming to a team that was very welcoming and just played hard. They played their hearts out every 2 seconds, every second of every game, and it was just an amazing feeling. And then for the seniors, our 6 seniors were our 6 captains, and they kept our team together and set the tone for the whole season.
Our next award is Girls Soccer Player of the Year. She hails from the championship team from Morris Knolls. Again, with the talent to pick one kid from Morris County was very tough to do. When you got kids like Ashley Serafin and Carly Forker from Roxbury, Sarah Olivero also from Roxbury, Gabby Barkman from Hanover Park. Just a lot of great talent. But this young lady, as we said before, she transferred in from Morris Hills, the sister school, plopped right in there, that attacking center mid, and helped churn the engine of the offensive machine that Morris Knolls was. The numbers, 14 goals, 12 assists, just did a great job distributing. Smart player out there, makes everyone around her better, and that's what the great one do in every sport. If you can make the players around you better, you're a great player. You don't have to put up the numbers because teams are worried about you. And if you know how to distribute and be a catalyst, it makes you a great player and makes you very valuable to college coaches. It's not always about the numbers, folks. Believe me, guys, coaches from college, numbers can be impressive, but they don't tell the whole story. And this young lady, what she brought, the immediate impact to this program was just was amazing. And like I said, with all the talent in Morris County, and I talked to a lot of the coaches in the county, and her name kept popping up every time I talked to the coaches. Who do you think? Who do you think? And her name kept coming up. So just a junior, just like her classmate from Morris Knolls, who's a Player of the Year. She'll be back hopefully to defend her crown. So our Muggs Media Nielsen Dodge Player of the Year for girls soccer from Morris Knolls, Madison Perna.
I was the attacking center mid, so I was like the distributor of the ball to get it to like Madison Palma or like the other forwards. But for me to get the ball, I needed my team to back me up. So like it would go from the goalie to the backs to the other midfielders to me, and then it just progressed up the field.
She's the center mid that most coaches dream about having, and I've been dreaming about having a center mid like that for years. And what was really special about her coming in, it was a tough situation for her. She come in as a junior, we had 6 seniors who really took her under their wing, and she brought another level of competitiveness, and everybody rose to that level. Instead of, being catty girls, they actually were competitive athletes, and they stepped up to it, and I thought that was really impressive. I thought she raised the level, and everybody, came up to that higher level and competed.
Our next award is Girls Soccer Coach of the Year, and it was a clean sweep over there at Morris Knolls. This coach has been part of the program for 19 years, the last 16 as the head coach. She was an athlete at Brick High School, and she brought this team together. And as we said, they have a nice tradition at Morris Knolls, but they've taken their lumps the last couple of years. But that group of 6 seniors, as we mentioned, they bought into her program and to continue to improve, to continue to work hard. just to do what you did in Morris County this year, which is tremendous. And doing research, I saw that. I don't know if Mr. Mullen knows that you said you would coach for free with this group. So I don't know if you're going to be handing any checks back to Mr. Mullen. But that's the beauty of it. When you have a group like that, that's such a special thing for a coach. And that group does that because of the coaching. It's a reflection of the coach. When the kids are great to coach, it's because you have a great coach. And great coaches are, they're tough to find. And we have some great ones in this room right now. And the parents, you should be very lucky that you have these men and ladies that coach your kids, because they teach you not only about the sport, but how to be a good person and life lessons. And that down the road in the end, is the big picture. Not, how to shoot a ball with your left foot or how to run the zone option offense. Those are the things that are not going to help you in the real world. The life lessons that you learn from these coaches, that's the most important. So our Nielsen Dodge Mugs Media Girls Soccer Coach here from Morris Knolls, Stefan Zdanowicz.
I think the Roxbury first win set it up for us. And, going through preseason, we tried to set up all our scrimmages so that we were playing some pretty competitive teams. And we really didn't know where we were falling. We were winning these scrimmages against high-level teams. And so we didn't know what to expect. So we came into that. We won that Roxbury game, and that set us up for the #1 seed in the county tournament, which really helped. And then after that, it was pretty cool that the girls went all the way through that without having a goal allowed on them, and I thought that was pretty neat. But I think ultimately getting that #1 seed set us up for the nice side of the bracket and helped us get to that finish.
All right, folks, when we come back, we'll hand out some field hockey awards, and we'll have that for you right after these messages here on mugsmedia.com.
Bill Snoffer here, and Nielsen is ready to kick off your new year with tremendous savings. It's the New Year's kickoff event at Nielsen. We're passing on amazing New Year discounts up to 10 grand on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Like a new 2018 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month, with special deals on all 2017 leftover vehicles. You'll also get $1,500 over book value for your trade and the credit help that you need and deserve. Save today the Nielsen way, and Happy New Year!
Start something new event.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use Pop Money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Home and Hearth Developers is located in Paramus, New Jersey, and has been serving Sussex, Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties for over 25 years. Home and Hearth can help you from concept to completion and specializes in additions, decks, roofing, and siding. Family owned and operated, we never use subcontractors and are fully licensed and insured. Please like us on Facebook and let Home and Hearth Developers manage your next home project.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat, as we're handing out the awards for a terrific fall of 2017 here in Morris County. Just when you think the talent and the level of talent in this area can't get better, it does, and it's just so much fun to cover. Well, our final awards of the night were the Field Hockey Awards, and here they are. As Tyler said, we've been doing this for 5 years, and in some shape or form, this school has been at every one of the banquets, and that just shows how great this program is. We talked about Del Barton being the gold standard for boys soccer. This is the gold standard for field hockey, not only just in Morris County, but in North Jersey. What they do year in, year out under Coach Anne-Marie Davies is amazing. Last year, people didn't think they'd go too far. They got to a state final. People were counting them out. This year, again, they get back to the state final, win a section title, win a county title, and I'm sure it was burning in their bellies after they lost to a good Morristown team last year. And Morristown brought almost everyone back. So everyone thought this was going to be a heck of a final. And Madison just went out and said, nah, we're going to win 8-0. And just blew them out of the water. And then I saw them against Wallkill Valley, who was the top team from Sussex County, and just ran them off the field as well. Just scary talent all over the place. They showed a lot of resiliency, and that comes from Coach and her staff. They lost to Eastern earlier in the year, 11-0. A lot of schools and teams would have been, that's it, they folded tents. And they took it as a learning experience. They lost to Oak Knoll, one of the best programs around. Used it as a learning experience, then went through the county tournament, won that, won the section and got back to the state finals. Came up a little short, but no shame in that with this group. Watching them play, it's almost like a ballet. The movements out there, what they do in penalty corners is just amazing. What they did to Walkiller, the penalty corners, I think out of the 6 goals, 4 or 5 were off corners, and just so many good players on his team. On defense, Maddie Farrell, but she also starts it on the corners. Chase Milo, Isabella Fragamenti came into this team this year. She had a real nice career at Mountain Lakes, and she solidified them. And then you got Carrie Ann McClay doing what she does, Caroline Blunt, Nicole Ducey in goal, Sage Geyer, just a full team. And then you have the cherry on top of the Madison cake, Elizabeth Romano, not only one of the best players in Morris County, but the state of New Jersey and this region. And we'll talk about her in a little while. But again, after not winning the county title last year, they came back, put their dominance. They've won 22 county titles. That's amazing. And they won 10 of the last 12. So back where they normally are, our Muggs Media Nielsen Dodge Field Hockey Team of the Year, the Madison Dodgers. Do you want to come back? No, he doesn't mind. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
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 First of all, I just wanted to say thank you for this honor. I mean, 2 years in a row, it's really a great achievement. I guess just going out there this season, it was my last year, so I really wanted to leave it all out there on the field, and I think that even though we didn't come up with a state title, I think that our team did a good job of representing the Dodgers at our entire season.
Our next award is our Player of the Year. And as I said, we've been doing this 5 years, and I don't think we've had a repeat Player of the Year in any sport. It's usually a senior that wins it, and this year we have several juniors. But this young lady won it last year, and just a special player. This year, 45 goals, 28 assists. She finishes with 129 goals, 67 assists for her career. As I said before, she makes the players around her better, and that's even more impressive when the players around her are that good. She's got great players around her, and she brings them up. She rises them up to get to her level and makes good players great players. If you ever saw her play field hockey, folks, you'd swear she had a string on the ball when it was on her stick, because when she would dribble up the field, people would literally sometimes fall down. And then when she got into the circle, her reverse stick and her fakes in the circle were just amazing. Couple of the goals she scored during the state tournament run in the circle, where she faked one way, went the other, all fluid and into the back of the cage, going against some of the best goalies around. And she just had a knack for scoring, but she's a complete team player, as you can see with the 28 assists. But when she knew when the clock would go on, all right, I think we need a goal here, she would kick it in and kind of take over the game if she had to. Just a special talent. Her older sister played at Madison. She was looking forward to playing there. And going to UConn, they are the reigning, right now, NCAA Field Hockey Division I national champs. So she's going from one championship program to another, and she's going to do very well there. I know it. And she's just been a lot of fun to cover the last 2 years. So once again, our Nielsen Dodge Muggs Media Field Hockey Player of the Year from Madison, Elizabeth Romano.
I mean, when I was little, I always looked forward to playing for Madison because my sister had played there in the past. So I think that I was just super excited to get there and play, and then I knew I had big shoes to fill. My sister's a pretty good player, so I mean, being able to just play and represent our family and represent her and my school was really important for me, and I think that it motivated me to just work hard on and off the field. And then ever since I was about 7th or 8th grade, maybe in freshman year, I started leaning towards UConn. It was like my dream school, and I always wanted to go there. So now that it's finally starting to happen, it's really exciting, and I can't wait to go play there.
Our final award is Field Hockey Coach of the Year. Unfortunately, Coach Courtney Burnett couldn't make it. She just had twins not too long ago, so she's on maternity leave, so she couldn't make it. But she's the head coach at West Morris, and last year West Morris had a great year. They got to the county finals. They lost to Morristown. But this year they went out, won the national division, which is a very good division, 15-6-1. They went 7-0-1 in the division. They had some great battles against Randolph. She had a terrific player in Faith Spaziano, who's going to go play at Fairfield, Division I. Just a terrific team. And in her own right, she was one of the best players to come out of Morris County. She played at Morris Knowles. She was Courtney Bergtos back then. She was a tremendous player at Knowles, went on and had a great career at Ryder. She's in the Ryder Hall of Fame. So she has field hockey in her blood, and she's done a great job with the West Morris program. So our Nielsen Dodge Muggs Media Field Hockey Coach of the Year is Courtney Barnett from West Morris. All right, another great year in field hockey as well. We'll have more here on the Sports Beat right after these messages here on MuggsMedia.com.
Bill Snoffer here, and Nielsen is ready to kick off your new year with tremendous savings. It's the New Year's kickoff event at Nielsen. We're passing on amazing New Year discounts up to 10 grand on every new Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram. Like a new 2018 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. With special deals on all 2017 leftover vehicles. You'll also get $1,500 over book value for your trade and the credit help you need and deserve. Save today the Nielsen way and Happy New Year!
Start something new event.
Pop, 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 money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Use your phone to pay your friends. You can even pay the rent. Out to dinner, pay your buddy. Use your phone to pop your money.
Lakeland Banks, pop money, money. Pop, 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 money, money, money.
Pay the sitter, send a gift. It's real easy, you get my drift? You don't need checks, you don't need cash. Use Pop Money, it's so fast.
Lakeland Bank's Pop Money, the easy way to pay people. Pop to it.
Pop, pop, pop.
Home and Hearth Developers is located in Paramus, New Jersey, and has been serving Sussex, Morris, Passaic, and Bergen counties for over 25 years. Home and Hearth can help you from concept to completion and specializes in additions, decks, roofing, and siding. Family owned and operated, we never use subcontractors and are fully licensed and insured. Please like us on Facebook and let Home and Hearth Developers manage your next home project.
Welcome back to the Nielsen Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Morris County Sports Beat. It's now time for Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey Live Well Tip of the Week.
Hi, I'm Rayhan Shamim. I'm an orthopedic surgeon at the Orthopedic Institute of New Jersey. I work with athletes of all ages, from children and adolescents through high school and college, and even to the weekend warrior population. These are people who like to stay active, they like to engage in sports, they like to do exercise, they might like the aspect of staying in good shape. They might like the team and camaraderie aspect of it.
My name is Lara Carlson. We are at Central Park of Morris, and there's kickball going on tonight. So I work for the organization Jersey Club Sports, and we run a league. It's almost every night a week there's a different league going on, and tonight it's kickball and sand volleyball. So some people do come and warm up and they take it seriously, but then there are others who don't, and we see some really serious injuries. So, you know, it would be nice to see more people come and warm up. Some people show up literally at 6:30 when the game starts, and they leave as soon as it ends. There's no warm up or cool down. And you know, I'm an athlete myself. I played sports in college, and I know the importance of warming up and cooling down. And sometimes people get hurt because of it.
Because they're not dedicating their full time to keeping their muscles strengthened and stretched and appropriately worked out, when they do put in 100% effort on those weekend sporting activities, it might be a sudden change from what their muscles are normally used to. If you're a weekend warrior, you like to go out on the weekends, softball, kickball, volleyball, whatever it may be, you just have to keep in mind what are the specific demands of your sport and what can you do to prevent injuries in those sports.
You'd be surprised because you think like, okay, this is fun, it's co-ed sports, but someone tore their Achilles on the first day of one of the opening kickball seasons. He was out for the rest of the season. I've seen like really serious injuries, people sand volleyball, spraining their ankles, just coming down, you know, people have torn their ACLs.
For many athletes, athletic trainers are very important in helping us take care of the athletes in terms of both injury prevention and treatment. For high school athletes, most high schools do have athletic training staff, and the athletes will have access to them as they need on a daily basis. As you get into the higher levels of sport, including college and professional, that access becomes even more intense. Unfortunately, for the weekend warriors, they don't necessarily have this kind of access. When they get injured, they don't know where to go. They don't have a point person that they can talk to about how serious is this kind of thing, and what do I need to do? Who do I need to see? What further treatment should I be getting? And that's why we're here. Our job is to make sure that anybody who comes in will get that kind of evaluation and has that access.
I think a partnership with the Orthopedic Institute would be phenomenal for this organization. Jersey Club Sports is huge, and there are so many different members. And again, there's some people who have never played sports in their entire life, and they're doing this purely because it's social and it's fun. But I think everyone from, you know, the athlete to the non-athlete they need to know properly, you know, how to warm up or what they should do when they have an injury, and likewise for the staff.
As sports medicine physicians, we love sports and we love athletes. We love being part of a team, and we take that team approach towards taking care of our athletes. That involves treatment with us, our physician's assistants, our physical therapists, our athletic trainers. All of us work together to make sure our athletes stay out on the field. We like to keep our athletes healthy, and a good injury prevention program can do that. If things don't go as planned and something happens, we do our best to make them get back to the sports that they love as quickly as possible.
All right, folks, we say it every week, from diagnosis to treatment to surgery to rehab. It's the Orthopedic Institute in New Jersey, locations throughout the area. Please check them out. We want to thank them for all they do for Muggs Media. They believe in the positive student stories about the student athletes here in the area. Well, that's going to wrap up this special edition of the Sports Beat. Hope you enjoyed it as we honor the fall winners from this past fall, all the great teams. And again, want to thank Eric Nielsen and Bill Snoffer for letting us have the banquet here, sponsoring these awards here in Morris County. We can't thank them enough for what they do for us here at Muggs Media. And folks, stay tuned. Keep checking muggsmedia.com, as well as highlights from hockey, boys basketball, girls basketball, wrestling, as the 2017-2018 winter season kicks into full gear. So I hope everyone enjoys their holidays. We'll see you again soon here on muggsmedia.com.